Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I hope you are familiar with the Tonkin incident in Vietnam, and if you're not, I will make a short summary here and provide you with a history of all that. So the United States was not involved in anything in Vietnam. Allegedly they just had observers and they had trainers and military, as I said, trainers and all that. They were not involved actively, allegedly. But they had a lot of ships around the coast of Vietnam, and then they claimed that some little North Vietnamese boats attacked one big American warship, causing damage. And that was the reason for the United States to say, the Tonkin incident, see, they attacked us, we didn't attack them. But the question is, what were you doing over there, right, with all those ships? But the logic, you don't have to have logic in this kind of situations, because when a bully wants to punch you in the face, he's going to find a reason as lousy as the Tonkin incident, which was proven it was not even true. But at that time, it was used to get militarily involved in that war, and a lot of 55,000 Americans about died, and this, I can't say how many Vietnamese died in the destruction of a country and so on. So we have here one little incident that, incidents like this could escalate and then turn into a big war between two countries that have nuclear weapons. Not Ukraine and Russia, but in this case UK and Russia. This article comes from the New Voice of Ukraine from August 17th, 2022. Russia says UK reconnaissance aircraft violated its airspace. Now, when something like this happens, you verify if that was a mistake. Obviously, you contact the pilots and you inform them of the coordinates, all that. They inform you, no, that's not it. You have a little conversation, and eventually you say, you know what? We are going to do some things to you if you don't get out. We're going to give you about, 17 seconds. And the pilot of that airplane that allegedly entered the airspace of this country has to get out or move out a little bit further, unless it's waiting to see what those guys will do to it. And they send usually, or all the time, not usually, they send military warplanes. So that would get you down that way. So we have this article, and it's spokesman for the UK Ministry of Defense, in a comment, the US cable news channel CNN, that somehow is still in business, on August 16 said a UK Royal Air Force aircraft had conducted a regular operation in international airspace over the Norwegian and Barents Seas and later returned safely to base. Okay, nothing unusual so far. According to him, a Russian MiG-31 fighter conducted a dangerous interception of the British RC-135W Rivert joint aircraft. The British plane was in contact with Russian civilian air traffic controllers, and the crew acted professionally, the ministry spokesman said. The Russian Defense Ministry claimed that the British plane had violated the air border of Russia, probably in the area of Cape Sviatov Nos, a headland that extends into the Barents Sea from the northern coast of the Kola Peninsula. It said that the MiG-31 forced it out, end quote. In turn, Russian collaborator Sergei Tsekov, who calls himself a senator in Ukraine's Russian-occupied Crimea, claimed that the incident, it was a, and I'm quoting, a provocation and a 100% threat to the Russian Federation. Well, the only ones who really know what happened is the pilot, you know, and whatever his plane, the pilots, and the ones down there, the civilian and the Russian Defense Ministry, because they know the coordinates, and then the airplanes know the technical whatever records the passage and flight of the airplane. So in this case, those are the only ones. The rest are speculations. Obviously, the British, the UK pilot said, no, I was in the international airspace. He said, well, the civilian side of the Russian, airspace controllers were professional and all that, but the military were all that. Well, the role of a military is to defend the country. The other ones is to communicate, to connect certain things, to direct traffic and so on. But the defense ministry has a different, obviously, purpose. So that guy came over there, and besides, right now, I think they all are. They have cameras, so you could see, if whoever acted unprofessionally or professionally. But we still cannot know if that plane violated the airspace of the Russian Federation or not. It's good that nothing happened this time. Next time, maybe the Russians are just going to jump the gun and do something, an accident, and then what? Then it's not going to be a Gulf of Tonkin. Over there, it was not an attack. But let's say here the Russians destroy one of these reconnaissance. Now, this reconnaissance is slashed for spy. A reconnaissance. Reconnaissance what? To see if the Russians are attacking on the Norwegian coast area or something. No, they are over there to spy, take pictures, get ready. Probably now that we are together in this, they have to make sure that everything is under control. So this spy plane, reconnaissance plane, was lucky this time, but incidents like this could happen, and I'm also not discarding the fact that probably happened before. Remember that incident in Syria when the Russians air defense systems fired some rockets at Israeli fighter jets that were in Syria, violated the airspace of Syria, but who cares? It's Israel. So, right? Why are they allowed to do that? Anyway, so we found out after about a month about the incident and how many of these occurred, and maybe with damages. I'm waiting. Accidents like this will happen. I'm 90% certain will happen if they didn't happen already, because they provoke one another constantly. This is to see the reaction of the other side. That's another way to see. I'm going to get a little bit in, see the reaction. Okay, they reacted. Where did they call from there? Okay, what time? How long it took? What is communication between their fighter jet and whatever it is, its superiors and so on. So it's just testing to see the reaction, the timing and all that. How many will show up? Only one? Why only one? Where from? It's good that nothing happened. Nothing serious happened. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.